Can you really achieve 25 goals in a year? Well, today I'm going to talk about why New Year's resolutions typically fail, some evidence-based ways that you can prevent that from happening in the new year, and launch a new challenge for everyone here on the channel to follow in the new year. So stay tuned and let's dive into that. So about 80% of people who make New Year's resolutions have given up by mid-February. So a month and a half in, they're done. In fact, Strava, which is an app that tracks runners and bikers, has a day. They call it Quitter's Day, and that's January 19th. And they have done a study where they went through, like, there are 8 million users and did the data and did the research and found out that that day is the day that typically people stop logging their information and they just kind of give up. So why is that? Why do New Year's resolutions tend to fail so early into the new year? Well, the first thing is a lot of people are really jazzed at first, going into the new year, we're going to change everything. It's a new start. It's a fresh start. The new year, new you, that kind of, they get really excited about it. And then life gets in the way. Life happens and things just kind of, just slowly trickle away. And 6 weeks really isn't into the new year, really isn't about where you're going to start forming habits. And if you're January 19th, that's only 19 days into the new year, and you really haven't had time to form those habits. So that's probably a big one. The other really big reason why is that people set really vague goals. And I'm totally guilty of this one. Lose weight in the new year. Okay, lose weight in the new year. I might join Weight Watchers, or say I'm going to go back to low carb, or I'm going to go to keto, or whatever. But that's pretty much how most New Year's resolutions start. You say, oh, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to do whatever it is that your goal is. And you start with a really good reasoning behind it, but then you just kind of have this vague and amorphous thing. I'm going to lose weight in the new year. Okay. What are you going to do? So then that leads us to the next problem. So you have this big goal and it's just this, it seems overwhelming. It can be unrealistic, not unrealistic to lose weight, for example, but unrealistic to just say, I'm going to do it and put it out in the universe. Kind of like The Secret, kind of that woo-woo stuff, Oh, if I just tell the universe I'm going to do this, it'll happen magically. Whatever. So not having a clear goal, then you can't create a clear plan. And without a clear plan, you will fail. So those are probably the biggest reasons why people fail at New Year's resolutions. And I've got a little cheat sheet here. 33% of people admit they don't track their progress toward their goal in any way. So that is also another big problem, that if you're not following a plan, you're not tracking your plan, you're not seeing results. Maybe you think you're not seeing results. I know with me, with weight loss, that's always a big issue. I feel like I'm not seeing results, and then I'll put on a pair of pants and they won't fit very well. They're really too loose for me. So that's like a non-scale victory. So stuff like that, people don't track it. And that often leads to thinking you're not actually meeting your goals when you really are. So, as I'm sure you've heard, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And I think that is the key here on how to achieve your New Year's resolutions, or in my case, the anti-New Year's resolution is what I'm calling this. The anti-New Year resolution is to eat the elephant one piece at a time. I happened on this video by Ali Abdallah, and he had mentioned he has like 5 ways to get toward achieving your goals. And one of the things he says in that video is that I think it was 42% of the people who write down their goal achieve it. So by writing it down, it seems to help you in some way. And then he also talks about looking at your goal, like putting it somewhere where you can see it, breaking it up into manageable tasks, quarterly. I think he has quarterly quests where you do something every quarter of the year. So that's 3 months of the year. And so you're attacking it in these sections rather than as a whole big year. So that also helps. And he talks about weekly check-ins. So you once a week sit down and you see how you're progressing in toward your goal. So these were he got a lot of this stuff from people who have studied this. I mean, Dominican University was one of them, and then there was another lady that has the WOOP. I think it's called the WOOP process. It was wish, obstacle, something, and plan. I can't remember what the other O is, but you go ahead and you kind of think it through and see how you're going to do it, and then that in theory helps you achieve your goals a lot better. So that I took all of that information. I took the idea of the anti-New Year's resolution to create what I call the 25 in 2025. It's 25 goals, 1 year to transform your life. And I hope that you will join me on this crazy journey that I have decided to do. Now, how am I going to do it? Well, I'm going to have a downloadable link below. It's going to go to my Ko-fi page. That it's going to be free. It's completely free. And I want you to, it's going to talk about, like, it gives you some of the stats that I just talked about, and kind of a little bit of a cheat sheet on how we're going to set this up. And then I'm going to have another video where I'm going to set up my bullet journal. I'm going to do mine in a bullet journal. I just like bullet journals. I like the creativity that you can create. You take this blank piece of paper, and this here's all of my stickers. I used to be really big into Happy Planner until they changed a lot of their stuff, and I don't like it as much. But I do have all the punches and everything, so I could make my own Happy Planner for this, which I haven't decided yet if I'm going to make it all full page or if I'm going to just do I think I'm just going to do the bullet journal. So I'm going to decorate it. I'm going to show you how I'm going to set mine up, but I'm also going to have some downloadable pages that you can print with goals and quarterly things, and we'll walk through this. So it's going to be a series here. I'm going to walk through setting up the planner, whether it's the bullet planner or paper, and or if you want to do digital, I'm going to everything you're going to have is going to be downloadable PDFs. I don't digital plan. I'm a Gen Xer, so I'm still old school when it comes to planning in an actual planner. So old school. And then this one here is blank inside. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It's really nice, but I think I like the bullets better. So anyway, so I'm going to give you kind of an outline of how to do it if you want to do it in a bullet journal, and then give you actual pages. That will be coming out in the next video when I show you how I'm setting up my planner, my bullet planner, and how I'm going to walk through every step of this and what my goals are. I know one of my goals is going to be being a better content creator. So that's going to be one. And what I plan to do is to have a handful of these 25 are going to be really large year-long things, like becoming a better content creator. And that one will be a very big goal for the year. And then I have to break it down into smaller chunks so I can eat the elephant. Some of them are going to be really quick and things that I can get done and feel like I've accomplished something. So you should have quite a few of those so that you can get something done. I mean, it could be something as simple as walking 30 minutes a day, or however many times a week, like 180 minutes a week, and you can chunk it out into the week. something like that. I'm going to do one that's going to be I want to do one new crochet project every month. So at the end of the year, I should have 12 different crochet projects that I've never done before. So one of my goals also is going to be to learn Tunisian crochet. So within that, I'll learn it. And then there's 2 projects that I really want to do. So once I learn how to do it and then complete those 2 projects, learning Tunisian crochet will be checked off my list. The 12-month thing is probably going to take all year. Obviously, it's going to take all year because I want to do one thing every month. I haven't decided if I want to do it themed or if I just want to find a type of project that I've not ever done before and finish it up. Or finish up things that I have, things like that. So stash busting, you know, so it can be, basically it can be anything. But I think having the smaller goals mixed with the bigger goals is going to help you feel like you're accomplishing things. So that's how I'm going to look at it. I've got a few other ones that are probably going to be like big quarterly things that I could do in 3 months. And maybe things that take 2 quarters, so half a year. So that's how I'm going to approach it. I think I'm going to have the downloadable item below, which will kind of be your cheat sheet, and then a cheat sheet for bullet journaling, and for if you want to follow along with the pages that I'm going to give everybody. I'm going to follow those pages. I'm just probably, since I'm going to do it in my bullet journal, do it a little differently. So the other part of this will be the weekly reviews, the weekly check-ins. I think Sunday afternoons or Sunday evenings, like later in the evening, will be a good time to sit down and do lives for this. So if you would like to join in and participate, I probably will have community posts too, maybe daily, maybe a weekly check-in for that as well, and a reminder to come to the live. So that's my plan for the year, and that's part of being a better content creator. So I better get on my butt and follow through, or else I will fail as being a better content creator. So it's a live experiment to see if we can do this. And if you want to join, I highly recommend that you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Get your notifications, because I will be, like I said, I will be posting community tab things, and I will be posting videos to check in, and then daily reminders of our lives. I know I'm gonna have a calendar back here because I just got one from the Dollar Tree today. So I know January, let's see what the first, I gotta see what the first Sunday in January is. That might be just like a get to know us everybody day where we don't have everything together. We can have, I will probably have my plans by then. January 5th will be the first Sunday in the new year. So U.S. Eastern time zone is where I am. So I may put up, I will put up a poll to see when would be the best time to do that on a Sunday. And then we can maybe on the first one just talk about some of the things that we want to do, some of the accomplishments, ask questions about the handouts if you have any questions. This is my first time ever creating anything like this, so I may screw it up. I guarantee that I will screw it up. I'm sure there will be things that will be like, what did you mean by this? And you know, I don't know. I don't know either. So I'm doing my best to make this for everybody, and so I'm sure there'll be problems. So there will be times that ask questions, maybe create our little community here of a bunch of weirdos who wanted to take on 25 tasks in a year, or goals in a year. It seems like a lot, but like I said about the elephant, and if you make a lot of small, maybe half of them be really small things that you can accomplish once a month, because that's 12. If you do one a month, that's 12 right there. That's half almost. Do a couple of quarterly ones and maybe a handful of big ones, and you got it. So, and we're here to cheer each other on, and if you're feeling like you're failing, or and it's also going to be fluid too. So if you see something, like if I decide, like let's say one of my goals is the Tunisian crochet, and I get it done, and maybe I don't like that. Maybe I think like regular crochet better, I'll learn it, how to do it, do the Harry Potter scarf that I really want to do, and not do the other project, and just say, okay, well, I did one project, I didn't really like Tunisian, but I learned how to do it. So that might be something you're going to learn as you go. So you can have flexibility in your goals, because life is going to happen. I know that life's going to get out in the way, but we won't look at it as a failure as long as you tried it, as long as you got some progress done on it. It won't necessarily be a failure. I'm also going to talk a little bit more about the video that inspired me, probably in the next video, or in the video when we start the crazy process. I know this content isn't necessarily for midlife, but I think for those of us who are juggling a lot of things, I know I speak from experience of being that sandwich generation. Even though I don't have a family of my own, I did take care of my mom when she was ill, and trying to balance my life and her, doctor's appointments and care and everything can be difficult. So I know for those of us in that situation in midlife, when we're sandwiched between being caretakers for our aging parents and caretakers for our families or even ourselves, it can get overwhelming. And hopefully, if you can maybe take some of this stuff and apply it to your regular life and your work-life balance, so things like that. So I hope that my midlife folks will enjoy it as well, but it's not necessarily totally just for those of us in midlife, but I hope everybody will enjoy it and join along, and I will see you when I do the planner setup for this one and go through the pages of the planner that the printables. So remember, I'm gonna hate to say it. I hate to say it. Like, subscribe. At least subscribe. I don't care if you like. At least subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below. I think this is going to be a spectacular year, and I am ready to make everything sparkle because my channel is called Create Sparkles. So let's create some sparkles. All right. I will see you when we set up our planner.